A while ago, there was a girl, I liked her and she kind of liked me too. But there wasn't no happy ending, like in the movies or whatever. Things were going pretty chill at first. I'm saying we talk pretty often and shit. And I enjoyed her company. She enjoyed mine. All that good stuff. After some time went by, I'm saying I got to know her a little bit better. And I started realizing she ain't really all that. And I started growing some contempt for her. And she had mutual feelings. But like, the difference is, right? While the feeling was mutual, right? The roots were different. I just didn't like her. I thought she was kind of trashy, but she had other options. And I kind of just hit me that like, a girl always has other options. Because a girl always has one thing that every guy wants, no matter how many times they've already gotten that thing in the past. I don't gotta say what it is. Where if you're a guy, you already know. And she's pretty social, so she sees other guys all the time. Not every guy has something every girl wants. You feel me? So they're always a step above. She was like one of the first girls in a while that I could relate to. Most of the girls I normally talk to, I don't really like. I just do it because my friends will tell me to go talk to girls. So I'll just do it because it's something to do. But when you're doing something like that, it's just very harrowing because it's a huge waste of time. Because I don't really ever relate to the girl that I like. It's a huge waste of time because I don't really even like the girl that I'm talking to. I'm just doing it for the fuck of it. But this one time was kind of different. And it just kind of hit me like, I'm actually a lot more below what I thought I was. Because I could probably never pull this girl. And I don't really want to because she's a BBW and I'm not really into that anyway. I don't really know how to explain it, bro. It's like a feeling of inadequacy it's a big ego hit, right? Because it's like, I feel inadequate. But at the same time, I shouldn't really care because I don't like her anyway. So it's just all ego. But I've been using that experience as a motivator and as a reminder to go do the things that I need to go do. I was a huge slacker, right? My room was never clean, but now it's clean. I've been skipping the gym, but now I've been going and I see progress. Same thing with my diet. I'm supposed to be bulking, but like I always undereat. Not anymore. And by the time in 3-4 months when I'm like, I start seeing my results, because it's always latent or whatever. But like, it won't really matter about her specifically because I'll never have her, because by the time that I'm where I need to be, she'll be getting Bonnie blued by several guys. And it was not really that I lost someone that I liked, because I didn't like her that much. The feeling of this horrible feeling that I felt was because I just realized like, I ain't really enough. I'm not really enough for a BBW. That's kind of fucking hit me. But it's only up from here. And I just realized none of this would have ever happened. And I would never have to feel this way if I wasn't slacking in the gym since January. Because physical attraction is a big part of attraction. And I'm not really that physically attractive because I don't have big arms. I'm really skinny. You can see how skinny I am. I take my shit off. You can see my arms. They're like hella small, bro. They're not that big. You can just tell I'm very skinny. And most of these girls, bro, they just wouldn't hit. And I totally get that. I understand. And it's all my fault. I gotta take extreme ownership. I don't know if you guys listen to that Jocko Willink, but I'm saying I gotta take extreme ownership for where I lack. It is really my fault. If I was in the gym since January, I would have good muscles. I don't have bad genetics. You know what I mean? Which is a great boost anyway, bro, because maybe it's just noob gains. But like, I don't think I have bad genetics. A lot of these guys, oh, you're brown, you have bad genetics. Oh, I'm brown, I can't put on muscle. Like, that's bullshit, bro. I have good genetics, bro. My grandfather was a soldier. My great grandfather was a soldier. I'm saying my ancestors were warriors. I guess it depends on what type of brown you are. But for the browns that share the same ancestry as me, there's no bad genetics. Just cope and excuses. Personality's there. I'm saying I got good outfits. I could dress. But what's lacking is the flesh underneath the fabric that hugs my skin. I just don't have enough muscle mass. I just ain't that big. You need to be big. Most guys wouldn't tap a girl that is totally flat, right? I don't want to sound like an asshole, but it's just like, let me just be a little raw for a second. You're not going to tap a girl that's raw, that's flat. You just won't. You just don't want to. Even if she has a pretty face, you just won't. If you're desperate and it's convenient, then you might as well, bro. But that's not really what you want. I'm saying you want a girl that's curvy. Realistically speaking, bro, if you could choose. Because right now, bro, you might be super deprived. You'll take anything that's thrown at your way. But just try to think for a second, all the crushes that you had in your life, were any of them flat as hell? No. And like, all the crushes that you did have, so they were all attractive physically, weren't they? Even if their personalities weren't that much better, even if their personalities weren't that good, they were still attractive and you still really liked them because of how they were built. That's a major component. And that's one major component that I was lacking. And I'm still lacking. Not in 6 months maybe, but right now. And I ain't sad because I lost the girl. I was sad because I'm saying I genuinely can't pull shit as of right now. But it's not totally concrete because I'm talking to a girl right now, but I don't really like her that much. I'm literally chilling with the low hanging fruit. And that shit fucking kind of kills you a little bit. But there's always hope because it's changeable, bro. People like to say the women aren't really attracted to guys with muscle. But that's bullshit. If they could choose a skinny guy like me, right? As skinny as I am right now, or what I would look like in several months from now, even several years from now, when I'm like 180 pounds lean. Of course, they're going to choose a guy that's 100 pounds lean. Every time, if I go on Hinge or whatever, I see the same mustache and biceps. Skinny guys don't have biceps. It's not failure. The failure isn't that I couldn't pull a cool girl. Is that it just hits me like this regret that I feel, bro. If I would have known in January, literally this January, if you would have told me back in the winter that like, in this summer, when the coming summer, you're going to have lots of opportunity and you're going to have these girls coming your way, which they did. I just couldn't keep them. They came to me, but they left because they didn't like what... You can make a girl walk in, but you can't keep her. I'm saying I can make them walk in, but I can't keep them in the room. The room ain't decorated. You know what I'm saying? And I just realized, like, if I've been into the gym since January, this chick would have been head over heels. Because she was bare interested over text and over call. It's just when we met up in person. I weigh less than her, bro. You know how much that probably hurts her self-esteem? Like a man. You guys don't understand, bro. I don't really care that like she weighs more than me because she's a BBW. I don't really care. I don't expect her to weigh. I don't expect her to weigh less than me. Never in a million years. I'm saying I got a homeboy who's jacked and he's tall as hell. And he probably weighs the same amount as her, so like, I don't really care. But it's a stark contrast between my weight and then her weight, right? I'm down here. She's way up here. But if I've been going to the gym even semi-consistently, bro, I'd be able to pull this BBW easily. I'm confident easily. I just didn't know back then because I had nothing in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like I had to go to the gym because I didn't feel like I would gain anything from it. Because there was nothing in my life which I would lose by not going to the gym. There was nothing in my life at that time that I would lose by not going to the gym. I had everything. I was satisfied. I was satisfied with my life at the time, which is horrible. And I don't really blame her at all. Because like if I was her, I wouldn't really spread it for me neither, bro. But I could have at least... But I wouldn't have to take this hit if I was just like... Even if I would walk to the gym and train till mild discomfort, I'd still be alright. I think. Gym's only a 10-minute walk. And it's only 30 per month. I can afford that, bro. I could easily afford that. I'm encumbered by my regret. This mistake cost me my... How do I say this? This slacking, it costed me my pride. But it's good because I got a wake-up call. I realized I ain't really the shit. I ain't who I thought I was. I'm not really him. I literally got spat on. Not literally, but metaphorically, I got spat on. Like, you guys don't understand, bro. When I first everything changed this past summer. It felt like I was in this box right here. I was in a box over here, and I was just lifted into a box over here. Like I was taken. Imagine this is me. Yeah? I got this little bullshit. Imagine this is me, and this is my hand is divine intervention. I was taken, and then I was brought way up here, and this became my baseline because shit was going very well in my life. Everything was well, bro. There was a good few weeks that I had. This month in the summer, I went all the way up here. I got lifted here, and then I just got dropped down to where I was. My baseline changed. It's like it was immediate shift from where I would have been if I wasn't such a slacker, and then right back to where I was. And my life was fine before all this shit happened. My life was good because it wasn't just a girl. There was, I was doing good at my job. I was just happy. I was just joy. I just had joy, and you don't realize it. At the moment, I didn't know like my life was so much better. It still felt the same, because it was like. When things get better, you don't really notice. I feel like I didn't notice. I feel like I wasn't supposed to notice. And that like, little run that I had felt great. And then when I got my ankles broken and I just fell right back down to where I was supposed to be, where I'm actually at. That's when it hit me like, damn, bro. My life is kind of ass. I can have so much more. And that pain sat with me for like a week, bro. I was so down for a whole week that I'd show up to work and my boss would ask me if I was doing okay. Normally, I'm good at hiding my feelings and shit. I don't really show my cards like that. And my boss of all people could tell. You know what I mean? Life is so unpredictable. You have no idea. Literally, some of the best shit can happen to you, into your life. And then if you're not ready for it, the Lord will just take it away from you. Because you have to be ready. I'm saying things bind to what they attract. You saying you want a well-rounded life, and a well-rounded object comes into your life, but you're a square because you haven't put the work in to shave off your acute, those like cute, you haven't took the time to shave off your acute corners. You understand what I'm saying? You haven't took the time to shave the cute corners around up your life, so that circular object, when it comes, it can't insert. It's not compatible with you. So what does it do? It just goes. It lingers around for a bit. You feel like you have it in the bag, but nah, man, it's gone. I take a fat wad of cash and try to put it in your wallet, but it won't fit because you have a small wallet. You have to level up your wallet. I wasn't aiming to gain anything back in January. There was nothing at stake. I felt like everything I have was fine and all that. Don't wait for a chest of treasure to spawn in front of you. Don't wait for a chest of treasure to spawn in front of your eyes to start learning how to lockpick. Don't wait for a chest of treasure to spawn in front of your eyes to start lockpicking. To learn how to lockpick. She wasn't the first girl and she won't be the last. Just learn from my mistake. Don't wait for a chest of treasure to spawn in front of you so you can learn to lockpick to get what's inside. Learn how to lockpick every day so that when a chest will land in front of you, you're ready. That's the thing, you're ready. I wasn't ready. She wasn't the first girl, and she won't be the last. And even though it sounds kind of messed up, she was just a number. But that's like a number that really opened my eyes. I just realized, like, damn, bro, I could have so much more. And the universe will test you, man. Back when I thought I could skip the gym, there's no consequences, I don't really care, there's nothing I'm losing. Well, guess what, bro? All these months go by and I lost something I never had. I lost something I could have had. And that same feeling I had back in January when I thought I could skip it, there's no consequences, I'm chilling. I realize now those same feelings are still there. It's not like I'm motivated every day to get out of bed, go hit that shit, go pick up those heavy things and just fucking rep that. No, bro, I still feel lazy. But it's about, I know what the right thing is to do, right? This is Jocko Willink again. I know what I have to do. I just have to do it. 10 months ago, I could not have seen this coming. I genuinely would not have seen this coming. But 9 months from now, this shit isn't going to happen again. Be certain of that. Because opportunities don't wait for you to be ready. They come randomly. You just have to be ready. Master your fundamentals. Your money, your looks, and your personality. You can always be better looking, right? I'm always experimenting with my skincare, and I finally found something that works. I used to have like dark spots on my cheeks and shit. If you check out my older videos, the area around my cheeks, it's still not that perfect, but the area around my cheeks, my lips, like right over here, it was hella dark. And it kind of sucked because my forehead and my cheeks were like different shades, and it looked so stupid. But like, experiment, bro. I got like 2 new cleansers, and I found a moisturizer that works. I would use this tallow balm, beef tallow. Whatever, bro. I use beef tallow. I don't use that garbage anymore because it doesn't work. I don't use that Cetaphil anymore because it doesn't work. Experiment, bro. My looks, they look pretty. I look alright. Of course, I'm always trying to look better, but there's like, the looks are over here, personality over here, money, it's like kind of down here, and but I gotta put looks like way down because like, it goes beyond clothes and outfits, right? It's about what you look like with your shirt off. I would look kind of mid. There's something I can do about it. There was something I'm doing about it. Today is Friday, I'm hitting legs. I got a 5-day split. You can always have a better personality, and you can always get a better job. If you can't find a job, do what I'm doing, man. Start creating. The shawty came into my life as I was climbing. My life was gradually getting. She pulled up. Shit was getting good, and then she pulled up. And then the trajectory of my life was positive. I can choose to let that destroy me, or I can use it as an example of what happens when you slack. Because that was the biggest thing. I was slacking. I bet there's gonna be another girl in 9 months. Bro, there's another one. Couple of weeks after that I'm talking to right now.